Hi guys, today I'm going to walk you through the setup and sizing for your Firebrandt saw sling. Again, they come in a pack of a sling with 2 D-rings and also pairs sold separately for multiple saws. Each sling will come with its own instructions, so you can use those to install it. And if they're not enough, then we'll see here at this video. Stickers are reusable, so feel free to decorate your saws there. Just pull that off, put it somewhere like so, or whatever else strikes your fancy. For the sling itself, we're going to size that, unroll that from the bag. This is the length adjustment in here. You're going to start by undoing the hook and loop and just make that kind of free and clear. I'm going to ballpark the size for myself first. Easiest way to do that is working this tri-glide here. So I slide it away from the reducer, and while holding it, if I pull the top strap, that'll tighten or shorten the loop, and if I pull the bottom one, it will elongate it. It's just slowly going to work its way back up here, so when it does that, just pull that back out and continue sizing as needed. So once you have it pretty well ballparked, you're going to go ahead and put your left arm and head through it with this tab facing to your right. You want it to loosely contour your body. The elastic has stretch, so it will never get too constricting, but so it's just kind of loosely hugging you and less noticeable. You want just a little bit of play in it. So I'm going to hold that tri-glide to loosen, pull the bottom one here, get just a little bit more slack in it like so. It looks pretty good. Then I slide this up to the reducer. And now all this excess we see, instead of letting it dangle there, I just go ahead and roll it back on itself, all the way up to the tri-glide. Then the hook and loop goes back on itself. This step, we recommend that you go only around the actual ball of fabric there. If you put it on the underside, it's going to rub on your clothing and or the skin, and you want to avoid that irritation. So that's the sling sized for me right there. I'll go ahead and take that off, and we'll talk through the D-rings. So the 2 D-rings in the bag, they go on top corner of the handlebar and the base of the trigger guard. It's double-sided hook and loop there, routed through the D-ring. We're going to undo this all the way to a straight strap. So it looks like this. The D-ring should face up from the stiff side, and the fuzzy side should be down. I'll route this around the bar. It goes through this metal loop. Now I'm going to get the D-ring kind of like top 45 degrees this way. I'm going to hold it there. I'm going to put as much pressure as I can on this, really girth hitching it there. It'll hold whether it has rubber or metal. Once that's set, pinch that tension with a finger. Start wrapping this around. Line it up, the edges up nice and neat. Go through the D-ring. Take up all that slack and go back on itself until all the rest of it is used up. And make sure you always go back to the D-ring. There, that guy's set. Not going anywhere. We're going to repeat the steps with the grip. On these ones, I like to put the metal loop on the outside or exterior side of that. Just gives it a more flush base and easier to work with, I find, for starting. So again, through the metal loop, a girth hitch, line up that D-ring on the side, hold it there, crank it down, back through the D-ring. Now that guy's set, anchored in, limited by the angle right there. So that's set up for the saw, set up with the sling. As you might have seen from our other videos, again, tab always to the right. And just actuate the trigger snap, clip the D-ring on both of those. That's your carrying platform. And on your back, like so. For this, we recommend get your hand started, slide it up to your shoulder, pull the webbing down, which will raise the saw on my back so it stays there. And I grab the textured pull tab here, crank it up, reposition my hand, pull it one more time, all the way up, high and snug, better center of gravity, longer bars, things like that. And again, the loosening, back down, saw comes around, that guy moved out of the way, and you're cutting like it's not even there. Thanks for watching. Hope this helped. If it didn't, feel free to reach out and we'll get you all squared away. Thank you.